Hi, you guys. Welcome to Daily Rigor number 4. I'm going to go through a few problems with you, and then you should have worked on some on your Google Classroom. All right, I'm going to start with this one, and we did one like this the other day, where it's saying, describe each model with a fraction and a decimal. Okay, so we can see over here, they always do this. They'll do a little example for you. So on this one, the fraction was 1/10. There's one piece shaded out of 10 total pieces. So that's 1/10. And then I say the decimal the same way, 1/10. Let's look at the second one. This is also going to be split up into 10 pieces. You could count them if you want, but if you remember what I said the other day, if I'm going to write it as a decimal, it's either going to be split up into 10 pieces or 100 pieces. And it's obviously not 100 pieces. This is split into 10, and how many are shaded? 1, 2, 3, 4. So my numerator is 4, and my denominator is the total number of pieces, which is 10. So I say that fraction 4/10, and I say the decimal the same way, 4/10. So I write a decimal point and a 4. Now moving on to this next one. Also is going to have 10 pieces. I count how many are shaded. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So my numerator is 7, and the denominator is 10 because that's the total number of pieces. I say this as 7/10, and I say the decimal as 7/10. Just a decimal point, 7. And remember, if you just have one number after the decimal point, it's tenths. If there's two numbers, it's hundredths. Okay, so it's always going to be like that. This next one, I have 10 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them are shaded. So I'm going to write 5/10. And then I would say the decimal the same way, 5/10. And there we go. Look at the next one. I've got 10 pieces total, and 1, 2, 3 are shaded. So I'm going to write 3 for my numerator and 10 for my denominator, my total number of pieces. And I say 3/10, and my decimal will be 3/10. Last but not least, I have 10 pieces total. If I have 10 pieces total and only one is not shaded, then I know that there are 9 shaded, because 10 minus 1 is 9. So that's going to be 9/10, and my decimal is the same thing, 9/10. So those should get pretty simple for you. I think a main thing that you need to practice, and especially if you're going to stay at home doing remote learning, practice saying those decimal numbers out loud, because sometimes it can be tricky to get used to. Like, we don't say 1.4, we say 1 4/10. So that would be something good you could practice at home. All right, let me move this a bit. What we'll just do. Okay, let's take a look. I'm going to try to get a little bit closer on that one. Okay, we're going to take a look at E. E says find each quotient. Quotient, that word, that means the answer that you get when you divide. So that's one of our keywords. I have it over here. Quotient. So quotient always goes with division. That means we're dividing. The answer you get when you divide. You guys haven't learned long division yet, but I thought I'd do one of these for fun. And if you want to try it at home, you could try the next one. And remember, you can rewind the video and watch it again to see how I do it. So here we've got 64 divided by 2. So the first thing I need to do is I just look at the 6. And I think, how many times will 2 go into 6? And 2 will go into 6 3 times. So I write a 3 up top. And then I say 3 times 2 equals what? 6. So I put a 6 here. And then I subtract. 6 minus 6 equals 0. And then I bring down the next number, which is a 4. I put it right there. And now I just repeat all those steps again. So I say, how many times will 2 go into 4? And 2 will go into 4 2 times. So I write my 2 up here. And 2 times 2 equals 4. Write that here. And now I subtract again. 4 minus 4 equals 0. And then I'm done because I don't have anything else over here. So that's your first little example of a long division. And we'll go much, much more into it later on. Okay, I'm going to do one more of these for y'all. Let me move my page. Okay, I love a good word problem, so we're going to do this one. And I think that this is one of the ones you have assigned for you today. So let's read it. This name is Xavier, and sometimes they give you kind of different names that might be hard to say. So I always say, if you can't read the name, it's not a big deal. It doesn't matter. We could call him X if that's easier for you. Don't get hung up on a name. It's not that big of a deal. So it says, Xavier has 6 boxes of crayons. I'm going to circle keywords as I go. 2 of the boxes contain 12 crayons each. 1 box contains 10 crayons. The rest of the boxes contain 8 crayons each. How many crayons does Xavier have in all? Look at all the key words. That's why I like this problem. I just think it's a good, solid word problem. It makes me happy. I've got a lot going on here. This problem, I wanted to do it also because you can use a strip diagram here. And I know that you learned strip diagrams in 3rd grade because I used to teach 3rd grade. So I'm going to set mine up as a strip diagram and kind of walk you through how I would solve it. This isn't the only way to do it, but I think that this makes it simple and helps you not leave out information. So I've read my problem. Your question is always the sentence that ends in a question mark, the last sentence. I've underlined the question, and now I will go back and I will go back through the problem 1 sentence at a time to break it down because this is a lot of information. So Xavier has 6 boxes of crayons. So how many boxes? 6. So I'm going to draw a strip diagram that has 6 sections. If I want 6 sections, I'll draw 5 lines. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So those are my 6 boxes. It says 2 of the boxes contain 12 crayons each. So 2 boxes have 12 crayons. This box has 12 and this box has 12. Now I've worked through my second sentence. 1 box of crayons contains 10. So just 1 box has 10. The next it says the rest of the boxes. Now see, because I drew a picture, the strip diagram, I can tell how many boxes I have left. I don't even have to think about it because I have them drawn up here. The rest of the boxes contain 8 crayons each. So how many crayons go in each of these boxes? 8. So I'm just going to put 8, 8, 8. How many crayons does Xavier have in all? Keywords here, how many? In all. If I see these together, I'm trying to get the total. I'm going to add it up, okay? So I'm going to look at my strip diagram, and I'm just going to add up all these numbers. You could group some together. Like I might say, this is how I would do it. I would say, well, I know 12 plus 12 is 24. And then I know 8 plus 8 plus 8, or 8 times 3, is 24. And then I have 10. Or you could just add up all of them individual. So I'm going to say 24 plus 24. 4 plus 4 is 8. And 2 plus 2 is 4. And then I need to add that 10, which is easy peasy. And what do I get for my total? 58 crayons. Do I see that in my answers? I sure do. So really important with the word problems, read the whole thing, circle your keywords, underline the question, and then go back and do it one sentence at a time, because it's a lot of information. If you try to look at this just all together, that's overwhelming. It's a lot even for me as a grown-up. So go back one sentence at a time and try to break it down. All right, that's all we're gonna do today. You guys go get the rest of your work finished and enjoy the rest of your day. And I will see you later. Bye-bye.